Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the first meeting of the Ways and Means Committee for the 449th Legislative Session. I am very excited about our work together, and I want to welcome back our returning members. You survived and you're back here, and we're excited to continue our work together. And also welcome our new members to the committee. We have Delegate Jackie Addison, Delegate Cheryl Pastor, and our newest delegate in the House, Delegate Derek Coley, who will be joining us. Since this is my first meeting as chair of this committee, I would like to thank Madam Speaker for her trust in me to lead our amazing committee, and especially the stewardship that we have over such important matters for the state. We handle $50 billion in state and local revenue that through the jurisdiction that we have and the legislation and decisions that we make provides the resources and services to all of our constituents throughout the state, and that is a profound responsibility. Our work on education is really about the future of our state, because our ability to educate from early childhood through graduation and prepare them for college and their career, that impacts our state's ability to compete and our state's ability to thrive, and that's absolutely critical. And then in addition to that, we have jurisdiction over an entire industry, our gaming industry, and making sure that our industry leaders are good partners in the state, that we are stewarding revenues through our state, and that we have a booming industry. So it just truly is an honor to serve on this committee with each and every one of you, and I am excited about us working together through those really important issues this legislative session. I want to mention that our committee issues have changed slightly. Our election law work has concluded in this committee. As you know, I was the chair of election law, but that will now be in the Government, Labor, and Elections Committee. So if anyone's here for elections, that is a committee over, sorry. And also racing, so horse racing will be in the Appropriations Committee. I want for all of the members to know that I want our committee to be a welcoming space that you can drop by, and for this to be your home away from home and your office away from your office, within reason. Within reason and understanding that the staff is working really hard back there, but truly just a space for everyone to feel welcomed as we go through a grueling legislative session. So I hope that we can continue to build that culture. I would also be remiss without recognizing the amazing work and leadership of the previous chair of this committee, Chair Vanessa Atterbury. Let's give her a round of applause. I will really be building on the amazing foundation that she has left, and just the way that she made sure that we pushed through even when making very difficult decisions as a committee. So I want to thank her for her leadership of this committee, as well as new chair Melissa Wells, Delegate Melissa Wells, who is in the Government, Labor, Elections Committee as the new chair, Delegate Chow Wu, and Delegate Denise Roberts, who previously served on our committee as well, wanting to make sure they get their recognition as they move on. So moving forward, I am excited about the new leadership of this committee, which is mainly here before you. Our subcommittee chairs, our leadership includes K-12 education, Delegate Ebersole, early childhood and special education, Delegate Young, child care, Delegate Maricoux North, local revenues, Delegate Roberson, revenues, state revenues, Delegate Polakovich Carr, and gaming, Delegate Edith Patterson. So let's give everyone a round of applause. Our subcommittee chairs will help steward the legislation, and all of the members have the new roster when it comes to the subcommittees. We did try to take into account everyone's expertise and your leadership, as well as the preferences that you mentioned. So if you have any questions about the subcommittee assignments, please do let me know. With us changing membership, it was a little difficult to get everyone into position there, but I think we were able to do it. So with that, I'm actually going to turn it over to my amazing vice chair, who I'm so excited to serve with and lead in this role with, to provide any remarks.
Well, thank you, Madam Chair. It is wonderful to be serving with you and with this committee. Look forward to working with our new members and continuing to work with our returning members. My role as vice chair is first and foremost to support and assist our wonderful Madam Chair, but it is also to support and assist each of you. So I just want you to know that I am here to help however I can. My door is open, at least figuratively, if not physically. So do not hesitate to reach out. And as Madam Chair said, we have a lot of very important work before us, but we are up to the challenge and look forward to working with all of you. So thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you so much, Madam Vice Chair. And we could do none of this without the Ways and Means Committee staff. I want to go through our staff roster for the 2026 legislative session, starting with our policy analyst, Stan Ward. Stan will be covering local revenues for our committee. And I should also mention that we are sharing Stan this legislative session, which is why he's not here. I gave him leave to be in the GLE committee because they are meeting at the same time. And since election law is over there, he will be doing double duty. So we'll have to have a lot of coordination this session. Similarly with George and the issue of horse racing, he will be shared with the Appropriations Committee. So we'll have to have some grace with them as they move in between the two committees. So George is covering revenues and gaming for Ways and Means. Thank you, George, for all of your leadership and work. And Alistair is covering K-12 education, early childhood, and special education, as well as childcare. So our suite of education issues. Give him a round of applause. And then the wonderful Sarah Hartman, who is the Chief of Staff to our committee. And I want to thank Sarah for making the transition so easy. She was ready on day one with the decisions we needed to make, including our upcoming briefings and just all of the behind the scenes and making sure that we were ready for today. So thank you so much, Sarah, for all of your work. Our committee secretary, Kelsey. And I'll go through our clerks, receptionists, and amazing legislative fellows. We have Haley Clem and Autumn Grant, our committee clerks for this legislative session. Elena Matos at the front desk, our receptionist. And new this year, we have two legislative fellows, Naya Norton and John V. Parsai, who will be supporting the subcommittees, providing research. They are master's and higher level students who will be supporting the committee this legislative session. So let's welcome them and feel free to connect with them as you see them. I want to acknowledge and thank my staff, my Chief of Staff, Ariel Mello, as well as Yuwande Sagbasan, my legislative aide. The Vice Chair's Chief of Staff is Jackson O'Mara. And we are protected this session by our trooper, Mr. Francis Amo. So we definitely want to show him some love for his hard work. He'll be keeping us safe throughout this legislative session. So thank you, Mr. Trooper. All right, now that we got through some staff introductions, in terms of organizing ourselves as a Ways and Means Committee, I just wanted to go through, much of this is in here, and I, of course, won't read this to you, but we do have some protocol, and I have some preferences and protocol pieces that I just wanted to make sure that I shared with the full committee. The first thing is that we are going to be very timely. So if committee starts at 1 p.m., I am asking all members to be in your seats at 1 p.m. We have people from near and far who are waiting and who have driven in or who have tuned in and taken the time out, and we'll try to start as on time as we can. If I'm not available, I'll make sure that the vice chair or another member is able to start us on time. Our briefings are at various times, usually at 11 or 1 p.m., but whatever time we are starting, I'm just asking all committee members to be present and ready so we can have an on-time start. One of my goals for the Ways and Means Committee, and this is for both parties because I imagine and foresee both parties leading legislation, is for us to be the most prepared and well-informed committee on the floor as we defend our committee work product. So for floor leaders, when you are representing bills, we are all going to be extremely well-studied and ready and defending the amazing work that our committee does. So that's something that I'm very excited about, increasing our strength of debate and just having a very strong performance on the floor. So we can show Madam Speaker Ways and Means Committee, right? In addition to that, I do want to maintain our committee culture of the committee not being the debate floor. So I do appreciate everyone's participation in that. I think we want to be as transparent as possible, as participatory as possible, but also efficient with the time that we have here. So asking your good 1 or 2 questions and then providing time for other members to ask their questions. We're not going to engage in too much debate because our role as a committee is really to hear the legislation and work through our subcommittees and also in committee determine what moves forward. And your vote will be your opinion on the bill. So the same committee culture that we've really had, I want us to continue to maintain that and as thoroughly, as efficiently as possible, decide on legislation what will move forward to the House floor. So in addition to that, and especially for members of the public, there are a few things that I want to note. That with the committee kitchen, members are more than welcome to utilize it. We just, will continue to clean up after ourselves. For members of the public, no one except the Ways and Means Committee can approach. So please, 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 for members of the public, and that's why our amazing trooper is also here to help us out. At no time, just for the safety of the members, should members of the public approach the desk during briefings or during meetings of the committee. So for members, if your staff needs to contact you or deliver any messages or anything, if they bring it to the front desk at the receptionist, we'll get it out to you. That would be the best way to do so. So in addition to that, when it comes to hearings, we will continue to have virtual and oral testimony that will be live streamed on YouTube. So for witnesses, oral testimony is highly encouraged. We'd love to hear from you. But you do have to choose ahead of time, virtual or in person, because it's a challenge for our staff to switch you on the day of. So if you decide to testify virtually or in person, you do need to stick to that method. There isn't an opportunity to switch in general. In addition to that, members, you will provide your own packets. We won't be printing, testimony and bill hearings, bill hearing documents and things like that. So that will continue. For bill hearings, if a bill has been heard by us before, that bill will be sponsor only. And if there are significant changes to the bill, it will be at my discretion in terms of having a full bill hearing. But in general, if we've heard it, if it's substantively similar, then that will be sponsor only. And the Senate cross files will all be sponsor only as well. I'm seeing if there's anything here that needs to be said out loud, because I don't think I need to read all of this through to everyone, but I think those are sort of the main topics for the public and reminders to the members, but there's additional detail for members here in your packets that you can read through at your discretion. Have I missed anything, Sarah? Good. All righty. Yes. All righty. So that's our agenda. Are there any questions anyone would like to ask while we're all here? Okay. Well, members of the minority party, we're reaching out to have a meeting with you. I'm looking forward to just touching base and checking in and us continuing our work together. So we're looking forward to scheduling that. Delegate Buckle let me know that he had a conflict today, but I'll also be meeting with him one-on-one. And immediately after this meeting, all of the subcommittee chairs, we're going to have a meeting. So asking all the subcommittee chairs to come to the committee conference room immediately following this meeting. One final time, any questions before we adjourn? All right, well, I'm excited for our work together, and thank you everyone for your time. And our next meeting will be, I think, Tuesday. I think we have our first briefing on Tuesday. So we will see everyone then. Have a wonderful rest of the week, and thank you. We are adjourned.